Flosstube, I'm Annie and I'm the Proper Stitcher, and welcome to episode number 52. If this is your first time joining me, welcome. I'm so glad you stopped by today. This is a channel where I like to talk about cross stitch, some quilting, and hopefully give you inspiration to fully finish your projects. And if you're returning, thank you so much for your support, for all of your emails, your comments, all your well wishes. I really do appreciate each and every one of you, and I enjoy reading a little something from you all. It brightens my day and it makes this part of what I do fun because I just love connecting with you all. So welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Today's video is going to be a little short. I have my sister in town, so we have a full day planned, but I forgot to mention Mother's Day to y'all last week. I hope you all had a wonderful Mother's Day. Hopefully you were able to get some stitching time in, spend some time with someone who's close to you, either your mother, an aunt, a sister, someone who's like a mother to you, hopefully a grandmother. Hopefully you all just had a wonderful, wonderful weekend and were able to get some good time in. So like I said, my sister's in town. Lisa's in town. She and Dan, her husband, came in town last night. My daughter Gray is graduating on Sunday. So we have a full weekend planned of everything from parties to dinners to rehearsals to we are hosting a luncheon or a reception for Gray on Saturday. So Lisa's going to help me get the decorations set up on Saturday. We decided to do just a very informal, low-key reception for her. So it's going to be Saturday at 1. I decided to do the colors and the theme of the reception in the college that she will be attending. Seems like everything that we are seeing this week is for the high school she's graduating from, which of course is great, but I wanted to change things up a bit. And so this is sort of a send-off type party or luncheon. So we're really excited. Gray's excited. She's completely finished with school. She has all of her responsibilities are done. So now she just gets to relax and hopefully enjoy her weekend. Little bit of a life update. My son, who recently got a car, he turned 16 in January, and he was in a little bit, not a fender bender, but it was a single car accident. He was on his way to school, decided to stop and get some breakfast, and he was backing out of a space, parking space, and he hit a bike rack, one that has 3 rings to it, 3 swirls to it, and he didn't see the 3rd swirl. So when he was backing out, his front bumper clipped it and pulled the whole bumper off. The most bizarre thing I've ever seen, the way that bumper just came right off. And so he is without a car now. Again, he had 2 weeks of freedom, and now he's back to mom and dad driving him around. And but he's a good sport about it all, and hopefully he'll get his car back soon before his cross-country practices start up again at 7:30 in the morning, because I'm really looking forward to not taking him to those practices. So, but he's been a good sport about it. Thankfully, nobody was hurt. It wasn't a car accident, but it was still one of those situations that startled him, because it must have sounded awful, because he called me really worried. So anyway, so that's it. That's all that's going on with us. So let's get started in today's show. I'm going to show you a finish that I've had. I'm going to show you a whip that I started and give you some plans that I plan to do after Sunday, after graduation. And I have a little bit of haul, not a lot. It's been a slow week for haul and that sort of thing. And then go into our giveaways. So let's get right to it. Excuse me. Like I said, I hope you all had a wonderful Mother's Day. I certainly did. We went to church that morning. They celebrated the seniors that day too. We had a lot of high school seniors and college graduates that they featured Sunday at church. So then we went to lunch. I was able to go shopping with Gray and get some things we needed for this week for her events that she has. And then I was able to get some cross stitching in. So let me show you the finish. I was hoping to fully finish this last night or yesterday, but time got away from me. So next week this will be fully finished. But this is Brenda Gervais, Queen of the Needle. And I have been stitching this for my Tomato Tuesday. So here is Queen of the Needle by Brenda Gervais, and here's my finish. This was such a fun piece to stitch. I realized last week when I was showing y'all my stitching pieces, I had them off-centered. Sorry, I tried to let you see the entire piece and not me, because I really think you'd rather see this. So this is Queen of the Needle by Brenda Gervais. I stitched this on 32 count purled barley, and I used all of the called for colors. So now that this is completely finished, I have a great plan for it. And like I said, I was hoping to have it fully finished for you, but I didn't get a chance and I didn't want to rush to finish it. So what I'm planning to do, and I'll share this with you next week, is I've had this sewing box for a very long time, and I've never figured out what I wanted to do with it. So I'm going to mount this on top and make a sewing box out of it. So stay tuned next week. I'll show you how I fully finish it. I've picked out some fabric. This is the Cranberries and Cream from Three Sisters that I bought at Country Sampler. So I will have this fully finished to share with y'all next week. Like I said, I was gonna do it yesterday, but I didn't have a lot of time and I didn't wanna feel rushed because I want it to be something special. So I will share that with y'all next week. So that was my one finish. I did start a new project after I finished that one. I finished this Queen of the Needle. I finished it on Tuesday. So I immediately started another one, and I've decided to put my big projects on hold. I really do appreciate all of you telling me it's good to take a break. Sometimes you just have to take a break, and even from something that we love, and that's what I had to do. Over the course of the last 6 weeks to 2 months. So now that I'm returning to cross stitch after taking a little break, I didn't want to go back into something big. I wanted to start something small so that I could have that feeling of accomplishment, hoping that it will get my mojo back, get my momentum back, and it's working because I'm so excited about this piece. It's a newer piece. I ordered it. It's an Artful Offerings Seaside Sparrow. And I just love this little bird. I think he is adorable in his little 4th of July patriotic outfit. So here is my start on this. I did not take it out of the hoop. I should have, but I didn't. I'm not as organized today, but it's a little crooked. But this is my start. Don't look at this. It's because I've pulled it too tight. But this is my start. And I'm going to show you the colors that I'm using. I am stitching this on 36 count fiber on a whim latte, and the directions call for or recommend, and now keep in mind that when you read the directions on any cross stitch pattern, those are just recommendations. You are welcome to change anything you want. In fact, a lot of designers will tell you that they want you to make it your own. So Seaside Sparrow, they stitched theirs on 30 count Weeks Dye Works linen. Linen is the color. That's what they stitched theirs on. I did not have that. I also wanted to make it smaller because on 30 count linen, it is going to make the finished piece or the design piece 3.5 inches wide by 6.5 inches. So I decided to stitch mine on 36 count. And again, it's wavy because I've pulled my linen the wrong way. Well, actually, I just popped it out. So let me show it to you. Usually, before my break back in March, I would always iron everything and get it ready for you. Right now, my room is still not set up the way I want it. My iron's downstairs. I just didn't have it ready. But this is my start. 36 count latte, fiber on a whim. I love this linen. I think it's a beautiful color. But I haven't finished the inside border. I want to tell you about what I did. The colors that are used on this piece, the little blue, you see these little stars, these little X's. To me, they look blue. When you look at the design, they look blue. So I pulled all the colors. Cadet is the color that they recommend for those inside single X's that from a distance, they look like little stars. Well, when I pulled my cadet, it is not the same color. This is the cadet of Weeks Dye Works that I have. It's green. And I started it with the cadet and I thought, well, maybe that's what that is, because it was nighttime. I was watching a show with my daughter and I said, that just doesn't look right. I mean, maybe that is green and maybe that is what they intended, but I wanted this to be full patriotic. I want reds, I want blues, I want golds, I want whites. So I changed those stars. I pulled out all of my navies. So what I did is I pulled out all the Weeks navies that I had. And these are all the ones I pulled. So I went through and held all of these colors up to the floss that I'm using. All the other colors are the called for colors that I'm using. So I substituted Cadet, which looks like this seafoam green, and I substituted it for Twilight, Weeks Dye Works Twilight. So this is the blue that I am using. And I just thought it needed that blue. So that's what I did. I substituted Cadet for Twilight. And I love it. I think it's going to look great when it's done. So this is my start. And I think that's going to look great. I already know I'm going to put it on one of Stitch Etc's wooden boards. And he's going to go on my display. So all of the colors that are recommended are Weeks Dye Works. They do have a DMC conversion. So Red Rocks is the red that is being used. So I really wanted the red and the blue to match up. So here's the red. So much fun, so cute. I can tell he's going to be a lot of fun to stitch. So this is Seaside Sparrow by Artful Offerings. So, and I have it all in my Michelle Lee Quilts project bag that I shared with y'all last week. So I love Fiber on a Whim. That's the linen I'm using, and it is wonderful. I have so much of it, and that I'm excited to use it. So that is my my new whip this week that I started. Let me put some of this on the floor. My next start that I'm planning on starting this weekend is a JBW design, and I narrowed it down to 2 that I wanted to start next. And the reason I haven't started is because I'm still waiting on floss for 1. So I'm going to stitch Summer in the Round. This is part of her round series, but instead of it being a, her floss that she used is, well, it's from Yarn Tree, but I don't see the, oh, it's inside. It's a Weeks Dye Works floss, and it's called Sea Glass. I wanted to keep everything on my shelves this summer red, white, and blue. So I'm switching it to Wavy Navy. So this is what I'm going to do. I haven't started it yet. So this will be my next start, and I'm going to stitch it on stitch it with Wavy Navy Classic Color Works. And I'm going to use 32 count antique white linen that I got from Hobby House Needleworks. So it's 32 count antique white linen, which is a Zweigert. So this is going to be my next start that I'll start this weekend. But another one that I'm excited to start from JBW is a new release from this year, and it's an elegant alphabet, but I don't have the color floss that I want. So I'm calling Stitch Etc today. I have a phone call, a conference scheduled with them. We have some summer plans going that we're hoping to plan for on location at their shop this summer in Johnson City, Tennessee. So when I call her, I am going to get the color. This is a Romy's Creation Tropical Sunset. It's like a strawberry color, and all the reddish pinks that I had just were not the right shade. So I'm hoping they have that color for me because I really want to start this next. I just love Judy's designs. She's had a new Flosstube this week, and she goes over a lot of really pretty, some of her finishes. So I really love watching Judy Whitman's Flosstubes. Thank you all for answering that question last week. Last week I asked you, since I took a little hiatus and a break, what Flosstubers you're watching lately, and encouraged you all to go back and read through the comments if you're looking for a new Flosstuber or a new to you Flosstuber. So of course, a lot of you mentioned all of the ones that we're used to, all of the regulars, you know, the Brenda and the Serial Starter, JBW, Celeste Creates, Pumpkin Hollow Quilts, Fat Quarter Shop, Stitching with the Housewives, all of those wonderful, wonderful Flosstubers that we're used to seeing. But there apparently are a lot of new Flosstubers. So there is Sweetwater Stitches. That was one that was mentioned. I haven't watched her yet. I hear she does great tutorials. Stitching with the Twins, and so many more. Somebody was kind enough, and I saved this information. There, I should have also asked you what quilting tubes or what quilters do you like to watch. So go back through and read some of the comments. I was able to get some really good suggestions, and I'll be talking about those throughout the next few weeks. So thank you all for mentioning those. But I say all of that because I just recently watched Judy's latest Flosstube, and it's wonderful. So those are my plans of what I'm going to stitch this next week. Hopefully I'll make some good progress on Seaside Sparrow. He's super cute. Lots of fun. Oh, and I'm using this little needle minder that I got from Kitten Stitcher. I love this guy. I love all of these old Victorian style images. So this is a cute one. Okay, so those are my whips that I am working on, my plans for the next week. Before I see you next time, I'll have that Queen of the Needle finished. I will have hopefully some progress on my whips. And let's just go right on into gifts and haul. This week in the mail, I did get I ordered some project bags. Some are not here yet, but I did get one of them. One I ordered from 805 Stitcher, and she sent me a very sweet note, and I ordered it off of Etsy. She has an Etsy shop and an Instagram shop, but her name is Tara or Tara. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. I have a niece named Tara. It's spelled the same way, T-A-R-A. So I don't know if you pronounce your name Tara or Tara, but here is her card, and she is the 805 Stitcher, and I'll link her shop below. I also ordered from Creative Country Girl this week, Tammy Blaylock. I haven't gotten those project bags in yet, but I should get those soon. But 805 Stitcher, Tara sent me what I ordered, which was this beautiful bag. And I loved this fabric. I thought it was beautiful and feminine. And I love her fabric choices and the little trim that she adds, that red zipper. Everything's beautiful. She was kind enough to send me a bag for a giveaway and a needle minder. So thank you so much, Tara. I really appreciate that. This will be in one of our giveaways for today, this project bag. So I'm setting that aside, so don't forget to add it to our giveaways. But I will link her Etsy shop below. I've said this before. I know project bags are a little pricey, and you don't need a lot of them. You just need a few, or even a Ziploc bag, or some sort of protection for your projects. Not only does it keep everything organized and in one tidy bag, but it protects it. So if you spill something, or if if you have animals, or if you are traveling to the doctor's office or waiting in a car line, you have it all in one thing and it's protected. So it really does protect your floss, your linen, your pattern, all of those things, and your hard work, all of your work that you've done. So thank you so much for that wonderful, wonderful project bag. I can't wait to give one away, and I cannot wait to use mine. I did get a few things from Fat Quarter Shop. They sent to me to give to you all as giveaways. So these will be, some will be in this week's video and some will be in future videos. So we have Cut, Press, and Sew. It's a new pattern from It's So Emma. It's a Lori Holt design. This is an adorable little cross-stitch piece. Will look great in any ones, even if you made this into a project bag, or you can hang it in your sewing room. So that is Cut, Press, and Sew. I'm going to link the links below to all of these items. So if you're interested in any of them, you can, it's a quick way to go and get them. But that is by Lori Holt, Be in My Bonnet. Thank you so much. That Quarter Shop, they sent 3 project bags. One is in Misty is the color. It's kind of a seafoam green. I'm going to keep these in their plastic bags that they came in, so when I give them to you, they're still in good condition. Peony is like a hot pink or a baby pink color. And Bluebell, which is this beautiful shade of blue. One of these will be in our giveaways today. Thank you so much, Fat Quarter Shop. That was very nice of you. And then Amarilla quilt pattern. This is, you can make a table runner, a throw blanket, or a twin size. Great pattern. This is also an It's So Emma design. And quilt block foundation paper. So this is for snail trail. You use this foundation paper for paper piecing. So this is snail trail. This one is makes 6-inch blocks, and this one makes 12-inch blocks. So these will be upcoming giveaways as well, probably next week. Thank you, Fat Quarter Shop. Really do appreciate those, and so does everybody else. So that's all my haul. That's all I have. So now we're going to go into our giveaways from last week. I asked you all, as I mentioned earlier, to tell me your Flosstuber or multiples that you enjoy watching. And so I thank you so much for answering those questions. This is how I do my giveaways. If you would like to be entered for a giveaway, be a subscriber, like the video, and answer the question below or comment below, and tell me the number of numbers of the items that you would like to be entered for to win. Every week I have anywhere from 1 to 7 items to give away. If you win, I call your name out, and then you send me an email. All of my information's below. You send me an email and I will get that item in the mail to you. So please be 18 years or older, because I will be asking you for your address. So here are the winners from last week. Number 1 was Be in My Bonnet stitch cards. This is stitch card set L. This goes to Diane Wilson Nana Cupcake. Diane is spelled D-Y-A-N-E. Wilson Nana Cupcake. Number 1. Number 2 is It's So Emma Bloom Where You're Planted. This goes to Sherry Etchols, E-C-H-O-L-S. Number 3 is a quilt pattern, also from Fat Quarter Shop. This is called Rockin' Around, from It's So Emma. This goes to Ilona Maxon. Ilona is spelled I-L-O-N-A-N. Oh, excuse me, I-L-O-N-A. Maxon, M-A-X-O-N. Number 4 is another quilt pattern from Fat Quarter Shop. This goes to Angela Howard. Angela Howard. Number 5 is from my stash. It is from Putini Putini, When I Think of Winter. This goes to Cindy Flinch Baugh. Flinch, and then Baugh is B-A-U-G-H. Number 6 is My Big Toe. And this goes to Mona Ortego. Number 7 is a Lucy Beams Love and Stitches Tomato Cross Stitch design. This goes to Mary Lee Laird, L-A-I-R-D. Number 8 is Silver Creek Samplers Winter Friends. This goes to Charlo 52. So S-H-A-R-L-O 52. And last but not least is the $25 gift certificate to Stitch Etc. This goes to Linda Spost, S-P-O-S-T. And Linda, email me and I will link their website or their Facebook page below, and you can go through and select $25 worth of wooden boards. So thank you all for entering last week. This week, I do have some fun giveaways for you as well. So this week's question, I would like to know, what are your plans for this summer? What are your May plans? Your summer plans? Are you planning on traveling? Do you have family coming to visit? What exciting things do you have planned for this summer? It could be even if you're cross-stitching plans, whatever you're planning on doing this summer. This summer is going to be busy for us between getting Gray ready for college. My son will have lots of practice with cross country. Every day pretty much he runs, and I think he has a couple of summer camps. One's with Young Life, one's with cross country, and we're hoping to squeeze in a family vacation. So lots going on around here, but we're looking forward to it. So answer that below and then list the number that you would like to be entered to win. You can enter to win all of them, no judging. So you can enter as many as you want. So I got mine out of order because some of them were from my stash, some are from Fat Quarter Shop, some are from Stitch Etc., and some from 805 Stitchers. So let me get those organized again. I got them out of order. Okay, I think I got it now. So number one. Number one is Cottage Needleworks. This is from my stash. This is summer, and I love these. They have one for every season. You can even not stitch the words and just do that cute little house with the summer banner. So Cottage Needleworks, summer. That's number one. Number two is from my stash. This is JBW Designs French Country Amour, and I stitched this for Valentine's Day, and it is so cute finished. Number three is also from my stash. This is JBW Designs French Country Ghost. Number four from my stash is one that I stitched last summer. This is Plum Street Samplers Hen Peck. I do have notes written on this. This was a pattern of mine, so it is a used pattern, but everything is in, there's no imperfections. I just do have some notes on this. Number five is courtesy of the Fat Quarter Shop. This is Cut, Press, Sew. It's by Lori Holt. Number six, also from Fat Quarter Shop, is the Misty Green Project Bag. That is number six. Number seven is another $25 gift certificate to Stitch Etc. I will link their Facebook page below. You can go on their Facebook page or email them for an inventory list of all their wooden products. Kim and Ashley do a wonderful job, and Travis, Ashley's husband, cutting the wood boards, sanding them, hand painting them. They're very nice quality, all different sizes, shapes, and colors. So lots of wonderful options for finishing your cross stitch pieces. So that is number seven. And then number eight is the project bag from 805 Stitcher and Needle Minder. So this is number eight, and I will also link her Etsy shop below so that you can see what other inventory she has in her Etsy shop. So those are all of our giveaways for this week. I hope that you all have a wonderful weekend. I hope that you get some wonderful stitching time in, and I can't wait to see you next week. I will have the Queen of the Needle finished and hopefully more progress on my whips. And I do have a couple of orders coming in that I'm excited to share with you. In the meantime, enjoy your stitching. Make your project your own. Do not hesitate to finish your pieces. That is how we learn. That's how we learn to not only enjoy the process of what we're doing, but that's how we learn to perfect what we do and make it better. And until then, I'll see you next week. Thanks. Bye.